Are they emotionally prepared for life after high school? Here to help parents and students with the transition is Lori Edelson, psychotherapist with Birmingham Maple Clinic. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So this is an exciting time, but it can also be daunting when it comes to a change like this.
It certainly can, and it's very typical for students to experience anxiety, fearfulness, second guessing, did I choose the right school? Should I be going away to school? Am I really ready for this? So if that's the experience of students and their parents, it's not uncommon.
And perhaps this is a conversation maybe that should have started years ago, but if that's not the case and parents and their kids find themselves at this point in life saying, okay, we might not have really talked about it all, what should they do now?
I think this is an important time for parents to be helping their their student, reflect about who they are in the larger world. They're about to go off on their own. They're about to make all their daily decisions themselves. No one else is going to be in control of their daily routine and whether or not they eat healthy, get enough sleep, do the right thing, drink too much.
Yeah.
So this is a time when understanding the importance of who we are as individuals within the context of the college campus, within the context of our peer group, is a really important series of discussions to have with our kids so that they have a stronger sense of themselves and their ability to be an advocate for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going off to college and just being so overwhelmed. I mean, it was all really exciting, but I really don't think we talked about it at home, about all the changes that would come.
And not only that, that when they do come, one of the things that parents can talk about is, how do you handle that emotional overload? You know, what should you do if you fail, if something doesn't work out, if you make a bad choice, if there's a bad outcome, as well as, you know, when there are good outcomes and you've had success, how do we cope with what kinds of pressures these students then start to place on themselves, like I got all A's my first semester, now I have to do that, and the pressure and the angst and the anxiety that they feel, that parents can be helpful in saying, you know, this is a time of exploring your life. You do your best, you make your best choices, but there are so many things to be looking at, not just academic performance, but also how you interact with peers, how you get along with your roommate, you know, being a good citizen in the dorm if you're in the dorm, or in a house if you're in the house.
And adjusting to this can take some time, right?
It can take some time. Yeah, usually we hope that by the end of the first year that a student feels more confident, and that overload and that overwhelming, you know, experience of arriving on campus and there's so many decisions to make sort of seems to have settled in, and the student is feeling that they have a handle on it and they feel more confident.
And I bet, as always, it's important to listen to what your insides are telling you, but in terms of if they need to seek professional help, how would they know? What are some good indicators?
So if they are overwhelmed with stress, if they are frightened often, if they realize that they're making bad choices and not able to kind of redirect their decision making and to be making better choices, if they're missing classes, if they're using substances and they know that it's excessive and they can't seem to stop, if they're feeling pressured by peers to do things that they don't feel are healthy, then they need to consider, and parents need to consider, suggesting that they talk to somebody either on campus, because all of the schools have really good psychological services for students, or privately.
All right, Lori, thank you so much. You want to make sure that everyone has your information. Where can we find you guys?
Birmingham Maple Clinic is in Troy on Big Beaver between Coolidge and Crooks, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Great to see you. And we'll have more information on our website, WXYZ.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.